how excited are you to be back in Brazil 2.5 years after your last concert here in Brazil?
Oh wow! I mean, we talk about it, in the band, when we call each other up. We've had some time off now, so we had some time off in December, January, February, March, the beginning of April. It's a long time, so to come back down to Brazil and that part of the world after so much time off, it's just going to be amazing. So we're really looking forward to it. As you said, we haven't been to Brazil for 2.5 years, so we're excited to come back down and see you guys again. So it couldn't be better, really.
That's amazing. And this time you will be one of the headliners along with Scorpions. How is your relationship with them, whether as a fan or maybe as a friend?
Well, as a fan, obviously, I mean, Scorpions are at the top of the list. You know what I mean? Great songs, great players, great voice, great history. Um, and I'm just trying to think. I don't think I've met any of the guys, so it'll be my first time meeting the guys. Obviously, Rob and the guys, they have a long relationship, but it'll be the first time for me meeting them, so that's going to be exciting too. But Priest and Scorpions and all the bands on the bill is it's just going to be an amazing celebration of great music, as usual. So it's going to be exciting.
That's amazing. And here in São Paulo, we will play also with Europe, Sabotage, Opeth, Queensryche, Stratovarius. Is there any of these bands that you enjoy more, or maybe do you have a deeper connection with?
Well, I love Europe. I remember when the final countdown came out, I must have been not, I mean, I must have been around 10 years old or maybe even younger. And so I love John Noram's playing. I mean, John Noram's one of my favorite guitar players. So looking forward to seeing Europe. Sabotage, I know some of the guys in Sabotage. And I'm looking forward to seeing Opeth. So as a fan, hopefully I can get some time to see these bands as well. So that's the great thing about playing these lineups is that you get to see bands that we love and we haven't seen before. So it's going to be a great time.
Absolutely. And this edition of Monsters of Rock in São Paulo celebrates the 30th anniversary of the Brazilian version of the festival. And
Ah.
you already played at the festival in 2015 with Ozzy Osbourne, Kiss, Motorhead, Manowar, several other bands. Do you have any memories of that?
Yes, I do. I remember we that was the last time we played with Lemmy. That was the last time we were out and we played with Motorhead. Obviously, you don't know at the time, but it turns out that was the last time we saw Lem. But yeah, I have lots of memories because I remember we played one night with Kiss and one night with Ozzy. So after every night there was a party at the hotel bar, and it just got insane. So I have great memories of that. Glenn was out with us as well at the time. Glenn Tipton was out playing with us, so I had lots of fun with Glenn. And we always have fun. We always have fun in Brazil with the Brazilian fans. But because we played 2 nights of the same festival. I think there was a party on the Thursday, the Friday, and the Saturday, and then everyone recovered on the Sunday. It was just an amazing 4 days of music and mayhem. So I don't know if I can still do that sort of partying, but let's see if it's going to be the same thing.
Amazing. Back to the upcoming concerts, what can fans expect from the set list? Are you thinking of any changes compared to the concerts from last year?
It's a good question. We're always thinking about how we can improve the set list. It's always difficult these days because the fans they see the set list online, so they're expecting certain things. I think the set we have at the moment is quite a refined set list. It covers a lot of different Priest material, and the dynamic of the set is really well. So it starts off well. It's a quick set. It's a fast paced set. The dynamic works really well. So we'll see if we're going to go into rehearsals before we come down, and we'll try the set and see if we can make any changes. But the set we've got at the moment is a pretty good one. So I think it will be more or less the same as what we've been playing in Europe.
That's great. A question that fans keep asking a lot here in Brazil is about Glenn's health. We know he's no longer touring with the band, but the fans still want to know about him. How is he doing right now?
He's doing okay. He was out. Was it last month. It was in February. We did the Grammys, so we went out to Los Angeles for the Grammys, and Glenn was there. And he's doing okay. Everyone knows Parkinson's is a degenerative disease, so as it gets worse, I think you can kind of keep it at a certain level, but over time it does get worse. But he's in good spirits. He's a fighter. Glenn's a fighter. He's a warrior, and he's doing what he can to keep going. So big respect to Glenn, and I'll tell him that the fans asked. He'll appreciate that.
That's amazing, man. Good to know. And since he continues to contribute with the band in the studio, this opens up an opportunity to ask you: are there any early plans or initial discussions about a next album?
We talk about it all the time. It's funny. I joined on the farewell tour, as you know, right? So I joined on the farewell tour. That was going to be the last world tour. But you get so excited when you're out and you're traveling and you go to different countries and seeing different people and playing these great songs. We ended up going into the studio to record Redeemer of Souls. And then we got excited over that record and we want to go out and play it live. And then the same thing happens. You get excited, you go into the studio again, record Firepower, tour, Invincible Shield, we're touring. So the pattern seems to be, after a tour, there usually comes an album. So we never say never, because that seems to be what happens. We're still on the Invincible Shield tour, and we're coming down to South America, coming to Brazil. It's the most exciting place, one of the most exciting places in the world to play. So that might fire us up for another album, but we talk about it and we never say never. So it would be the 20th record, right? If there was another one, it would be number 20, which is a good number. And the pattern throughout history seems to be album, tour, album, tour, album. So we'll see, but I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, and since you mentioned Invincible Shield, a year after its release, how has the audience reception to this album been so far?
It's been fantastic, really, and you never know what it's going to be. When you work on an album, you give your best, you put everything into it, you give 1,000%, and then you let it go onto the world, and the world decides whether they like it or not. You have no control over that. So it's always a thrill to get people singing new songs, or they make comments on the new record. It seems to be really positive. Across the board, when we play the live songs or clips online, or when we meet fans, people seem to really like the new record. So that's a great thing. And for a band of over 50 years to be putting out new material that connects still is a beautiful thing, and it's an honor to be a part of it.
That's amazing, man. And for my last question, since we don't have much time right this time, I know we're here to talk about Judas Priest, of course, but out of curiosity, any updates on Elegant Weapons?
I appreciate you asking. Yeah, we've actually we're almost finished recording the second record, and we were recording vocals a couple of weeks ago, so it's nearly finished. We don't know when it's going to be released, because obviously we've got commitments with Priest and other bands. But it's great. Obviously, it's me, Ronnie Romero, and it's like an evolution the second time around, because the band is solidified. It's Christopher Williams on drums, Davey Rimmer on bass, and Ronnie and myself. So it feels like an evolution of the band. So we're excited to get it finished, get it out to you guys. But it's almost done. So watch this space.